Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video. Like a year later. Okay. Anyways, I figured I'd finally film today. Because today is my finals. And I also unfortunately lose the iPad today. And there's been a document of drawings I wanted to show y'all. And everything. Sorry if my quality isn't the best. Also, there will be no editing to this video. It'll be all raw footage. But before we go, some basic things about me. Let's see. No, I was going to my photos. As you can see, I'll let you guess what I like in fandoms. See, obviously we have I also like Skibidi Toilet, if you couldn't tell. By the way, I am 18. So, I can't be considered a little Timmy for this. Anyways. We obviously got my Titan cameraman, my Titan TV man, just his sword activated. So literally the only difference is literally his side cameras on his head. Don't worry, he gets his core updated later. Also, you may notice that his head isn't fully built correctly. He actually gets upgrades, he actually gets cannons. And a hammer. Literally the only difference is some extra support with his TVs and an updated head. This was his original final upgrade. Also, y'all notice that the core's fixed. But yeah, he has extra side speakers and a inhibitor ring. This was originally his final upgrade. Also, his head's actually correct. But because I wanted to add more speakers, I had to go back and change it. We'll get to that in a minute. This was him halfway complete to a 3.0. You can notice inhibitor ring, astral detainer claws, and a sword. Also an updated core, if you couldn't tell. Checking the time. Alright, I got plenty of time to still film. And okay, y'all ready to see this is his final upgrades. Oh, whoops. So obviously we got elongated arms and legs, an absolute juggernaut of a gun, cameraman with plungers, updated shoulder cannons with blasters, the little things that the Duchess had, upgraded detainer claws. If you're wondering where this was taken at my grandma's house on the day of my birthday. You can see my cousins are on the side. Then I made Executioner. Now, if you haven't seen the actual show, in the actual show, he does not have the blaster or the little claw thing here. Let me see if I can, it's fine. Here, just, this is not in the original show, and this blaster is not in the original show. I added those for fun. Here is his revamp upgrade. As you can see, the core is slightly different. I had to remove these little small speakers and put them onto the side. Also, y'all may notice the old blasters are on it from Titan Cameraman. And newer blasters and brass knuckles. The reason his hand's like that is because one of the brass knuckles was missing. And And then here's Titan TV Man. Very similar to Watchmen of Doom. I took inspiration for his shoulder TVs and his belt TV to look like that from the Battle Armor Titan TV Man from Valorant. So obviously we got the Watchmen of Doom sword, side TVs, and blaster thing. Also, I don't know if y'all ever noticed, but he does have the claws right here. But yeah, those are all my Lego Titans. And now we get to what I promised. My my old FNAF drawings of like 7 years of work. And now you may obviously see more updated versions on the side. We'll get to those. Anyways, for now, okay, 6:20. Yeah, I have time. Anyways, yeah, these are my first drawings. We obviously got more up here that we'll get to. But, we have random banana. If I go to info, obviously it'll say when it was created. That's not true. This is, because here's the thing. I used to have another iPad before this, which is why you'll actually see on my YouTube channel a part 1 and a part 2 on this document. Those are older videos with no audio, but this is going to be the full complete document with hopefully my voice. Let me make sure it's still recording actually. Okay, good. Microphone is on. And yeah. So if you want to just watch like it's only with the endos and colored in characters and everything. But yeah, if you want to know how I did these, obviously on the side I just traced over the image, but the endos are all hand drawn by putting up overlap of by just drawing them over the character and searching what their endos look like. They're not all the best. So anyways, yeah, we got Freddy's endo and Bonnie's endo. They're gonna see, oh yeah, keep in mind, like I said, this document's like 6, 7, or 8 years old. No, I did not do the 6, 7 meme. Don't be a little Timmy. Also, sorry if I sound tired. I only got like maybe 4 hours of sleep. And also, I'll make a YouTube post later today if I pass my government or not. I pray I do. So, we obviously got Chica and Foxy. I just drew Cupcake in there because why not? Golden Freddy, who I know doesn't canonically have an endo, but who cares? I drew one anyways. And Wizard Freddy, an old Freddy. At the time, like, I'm gonna stick with 7 years ago. Even though I knew they were named Withered, I didn't know how to really spell Withered at the time. So I just put old. Because in the files, that's technically what they're called. Old Freddy, Old Bonnie, Old Chica, Old Foxy. You know, Old Bonnie, Withered Chica, and Withered Foxy. Oh yeah, if I'm going too fast, do feel free to pause the video and just enjoy. Obviously got Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie. Again, it's a little hard to be detail-matic when it's just an endo. Now, I know at the time I didn't know 7 years ago Puppet didn't have an endo. Now I obviously know. But at the time I didn't know Puppet didn't have an endo. That Puppet didn't have an endo. Obviously got Toy Chica and my best attempt at Mangle. I personally think it went well. You also got Bloom Boy. I don't know why there is a random blue L. Again, this document's like 7 years old. or 8. I honestly don't know. I'm just sticking with 7. Bloom Boy and JJ. From what a YouTube video of what I saw without Springtrap's suit on. That's the best way I can describe it. Now, you know what's crazy? Oh yeah, you see Phantom Bonnie. I included Phantom Bonnie in here because why not? But I heard someone say that the Phantoms don't have endos. I'm like, you can clearly see in multiple parts, like with Wizard Foxy and maybe with Phantom Foxy, that he has an endoskeleton. So yeah, we also got Phantom Mango, Phantom Chica. Also, can we explain why, there's obviously the FNAF 2 characters, but there's a FNAF 1 Chica. Phantom Freddy, again, at the time I didn't know Puppet didn't have an endo in her. And Phantom Bloom Boy. Nightmare Freddy. I know what this looks like. That is a Freddle. I promise. Very poor placement, unfortunately. So for YouTuber, specifically Rich Lev, if you somehow see this video, I'll probably recommend it to you, so you can hopefully react to it. If you do somehow see this video, please do subscribe. Or if anybody knows these YouTubers like Fusion Z Gamer, Rich Lev, Think Noodles, Dark Corners, Kindly Key, and Jack Blake, if you could somehow get them to react to this video, greatly appreciate that. And if those YouTubers or any YouTubers somehow see this video, please do subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. You don't have to turn on post notifications. Anyways, since I said the Freddle should be obvious down here, I mean it says Nightmare Freddy. You have Nightmare Mango. I forgot to give the endo eyes, the endo head. Nightmare. Yeah. At the time I was kind of lazy. So we got Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare Foxy, Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Bonnie. I'm sorry, but you're going to see that I did the sister location animatronics dirty. Okay, give that a second. Baby Blura, Funtime Freddy, and Bon Bon. Yeah, I did them dirty. Funtime Foxy, the only one I didn't do semi-dirty is Lobit. Then we got Bonnet, Funtime Chica. I don't know what the canonical FNAF 6 endos look like. I just saw a fan model and went off that. So we got Helpy Woo. I don't even know if he even canonically has an endo. Rockstar Freddy, Orville, Nedbear, Happy Frog, Pig Patch, Rockstar Chica. Again, if you want to go back or just like pause the video to actually get a good look at the drawings, you can. Rockstar Bonnie and Mr. Hippo. Music Man is another character. I don't know if they have an endo, but I still drew them with one. L-Chip, Rockstar Foxy. I didn't include his peg leg, as you can see. And I don't know if canonically his parrot has an endo, but just because it has a little stub coming out of it, I included it having an endo. Now, these endos were actually for the original fan-made models of the Glamrocks. None of these are real. And you may notice how Glitchtrap and Vanny have endos. Because at the time, 7 years ago, I didn't realize they were people. Obviously, I know that now. But at the time, I didn't know that they were actually people. Well, Glitchtrap was never confirmed if he was a complete person or not. Because he's more so digital. I still say he's a person. Obviously, Vanny is just Vanessa. Unless for some reason you get that one ending where you kill one Vanny and then another Vanessa shows up. Obviously, Moondrop, and at the time he was named Sunny Drop, not just Sundrop. again, not canonical endos. I did end up also got the Twisteds, who I don't think canonically have endoskeletons. I don't know they have an exoskeleton in them, it's because the little disc makes you hallucinate them to look twisted. At the time, I couldn't find a Twisted Chica model, so I had to do Toy Chica. Also got Twisted Foxy and Twisted Wolf. The Igniteds, who probably my favorite fan game. The Ignited Freddy and Ignited Bonnie. Ignited Chica, Ignited Golden Freddy, Ignited Spring Bonnie, Ignited Foxy, Sinister Freddy, which if you guys haven't seen Sinister Turmoil, you're missing out. Now, the Sinister animatronics include both from the old version and the remake, and the what was the revamped after someone took over the project, but ultimately got canceled. And now here we get to their colored variants. Now, obviously, we got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, Wizard Freddy, and Wizard Bonnie. Again, these are old, also like 7 years old. The last time I actually updated this document, which it said here, last time I modified it was March 12th. That's actually crazy. That's actually a couple days after my birthday. My birthday's March 8th, and I was born in 2008. So I can't be a little Timmy, Rich Love. I'm speaking in the future as if like you some actually see this video. If you do, please do subscribe. So we got obviously Wizard Chica, Wizard Foxy, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Mangle, Puppet, which at the time I still sucked at, Blue Moy, JJ, Springtrap, the Phantoms I drew. Again, you see Phantom Bonnie. I could have just drawn a watermelon for Phantom Chica. Obviously the Nightmares, I just gave them an outline. That's honestly kind of sad, and I feel bad now. Obviously, Nightmare Bonnie with you'll actually notice, you may have noticed why that there wasn't a endo for Ennard, Molten Freddy, and Scrap Baby. That's because I didn't bother. But obviously, we got Circus Baby, Blura, Funtime Freddy, Bon, Funtime Foxy, Lobit, Bonnet, and Funtime Chica. Molten Freddy, Ennard, if you didn't see him. I'm not, just the Madorker Melodies right here. The Madorker Melodies. I'm not bothering, I know that's Panstan, Mr. Candu, Number One, Mr. Hugs, and Bucket Bob. Okay, I got them correct. Candy Cadet, Orville, these are a battery pack. We got Orville, Ned Bear, Happy Frog, Pig Patch, and Mr. Hippo. Ignore these, I had better up top. This was for when I was gonna film without audio. Got Rockstar Freddy, Rockstar Chica, Rockstar Bonnie, Rockstar Foxy, who is my favorite FNAF character of all time, by the way. Music Man, L-Chip, and a Scrap Trap, who I also didn't make an endo for. Anyways, yeah. These were like before their official designs came out. Twisted Freddy, Twisted Bonnie, Twisted Toy Chica, Twisted Foxy. This was before I saw its canonical design. Twisted Wolf, Ignited Freddy, Ignited Bonnie, Ignited Chica, Ignited Golden Freddy, Ignited Spring Bonnie, Ignited Foxy, Sinister Foxy. We just got more. For this one, I'm just going to do a quick scroll through. Sinister Freddy, Sinister Bonnie, Sinister Chica, and First Mate Foxy. Now, the draw kills. If you haven't seen the draw kills, turn up my brightness for y'all. You are missing out on peak old FNAF. Ignore these blue. Also, if you see like blue lines or blue Z's somewhere at some point, or like cyan Z's, I used to show this document to my friends a lot, and I always put a Z to save where I was. The Burns, I don't think canonically have endoskeletons, but I don't know, so I drew them with their endos anyways. The burns are also peak old FNAF. Final Nights is such a good game. I don't think the Reapers have endos except for, well, no, they do because you see them. I don't know like Puppet and Bloom Boy do, but Jerome with some, but Jerome with things anyways. Reaper Foxy is not a real character. Also, Grim Foxy if you didn't see it. But yeah, we got the Reapers. We obviously got Grim Foxy, Dreadbear, who aren't Reapers, obviously. We got Reaper Mango, Reaper Toy Chica, Reaper Puppet, Reaper Bloom Boy, Reaper Golden Freddy, and Reaper Spring Bonnie, and a fan-made Reaper Foxy. I'm not bothering to read all that. I'll just slowly scroll through, and if you want to see it, you can pause the video. Obviously, we got the plush gang. Then down here we got more random drawings. I am not bothering to say any of these. Besides these, which are the Withered Toy animatronics, which I was going to originally draw in my newer style. Oh, here, I'm gonna go back so you can actually see it a bit. Alright, there we go. Again, you can go back and always pause. Now, this is the Nightmare Funtime Circus characters. Well, except for Twist Springtrap here. But Funtime Freddy, Nightmare Foxy, Funtime Foxy, Ennard, Circus, Baby, and Blora. Nightmare versions of them. Was going to eventually draw, but could never get around to, unfortunately. And now we go up. Y'all may see those, so I drew these first to get into the practice. These two you'll see again later, farther down. But I originally did this to practice my new style. I'm just outlining. I'd say it went pretty well, except for a couple. I'm not going to say all these characters, so if you want to see them, you can just pause, like I said. This I got from a Fusion Z Gamer thumbnail. W Fusion. Go subscribe to Fusion Z Gamer if you haven't. Or like the YouTubers mentioned earlier. Also, Five Nights at Baldi's a peak game. More drawings I was going to eventually have. Now y'all will see these drawings, we will get to those. Do not panic. I want to get to these first. So yeah, we got the official FNAF 1 crew. All my newer style. So you can see them down there, but first just pay attention to Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Yeah, this part was about 5 years old, which is still crazy to think about. This is like 5 years old, and everything up above here is, I think, about also 5 years old. I'll let you know. I'll also forget the exact date. Also, we got Golden Freddy. I didn't draw the parts I couldn't see because of shadows. Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, and Withered Foxy. Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Mango, Puppet, Bloom Boy, Springtrap. The Phantoms, which you may notice, I drew in highlight. Obviously, Phantom Bonnie's not canon, but I added him in here because I can. Obviously, Phantom Foxy, Phantom Mango, Phantom Freddy. Oh, shoot. I mean, I'm gonna cry because they have government today. Anyways, Phantom Bonnie, Phantom Puppet, Phantom Chica, Watermelon, Phantom Bloom Boy. Now the Nightmares: Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Foxy, Nightmare Fredbear. Nightmare has an actual outline now, better outline. I mean, no outline. You know what I mean. Nightmare Mangle, Circus Baby, or just Baby, Blora, Funtime Freddy, Bonbon, Funtime Foxy, Lolbit, Bonnet, Funtime Chica, Scrap Baby, Molten Freddy, Ennard, Mr. Can-Do, Bucket, oh no, that's a pan stand, Mr. Hugs, Number One Crate, and Bucket Bob, Mr. Hippo, Pig Patch, Happy Frog, Orville, Ned Bear, Rockstar Freddy, Rockstar Foxy, Lefty, who I didn't do an endo because it's just a puppet inside, Rockstar Bonnie, Rockstar Chica, Helpy, L Chip, Music Man, Scrap Trap, Candy Cadet. Obviously, their pre-true versions came out. Twisted Freddy, Twisted Bonnie, Twisted Springtrap, Twisted Wolf, Twisted Toy Freddy, Twisted Toy Bonnie. These guys obviously are not canon. The Twisted Toys and the Twisted Springtrap, the Twisted Toy Chica, Twisted Mangle, Twisted Bloom Boy, Twisted Puppet, Dreadbear, who is canon to the game VR, Grim Foxy. We'll see a better version of Run Glamrock Bonnie later. Nightmare Cupcake, a very, he was on some good stuff, that's all I'm going to say. Nightmare Puppet, or Nightmarion. Jack-o'-lantern, Jack-o'-bonnie, Jack-o'-chica holding Jack-o'-lantern. The Freddles, aka the little shits. Plus Trap, Nightmare Bloom Boy, Radioactive Foxy, Sunken Toy Bonnie. Hey, look, these two again. Obviously, Ignited Freddy, Ignited Chica, Ignited Golden Freddy, Ignited Bonnie, or Ignited Foxy, Creation. Obviously, the endos. That I know that's mouth. I know that's red with the. I know this one is red. I don't remember the name of these two. Obviously, Ignited Springtrap, the Burnts, Ignited Burnt Freddy, Burnt Chica, Burnt Foxy, Burnt Bonnie. Reapers, I did this, I'm so sorry. Reaper Bloom Boy, Reaper Puppet, Reaper Toy Chica. These two, Reaper Toy Chica, Reaper Spring Bonnie, I didn't repaint because I just took their existing models and just colored them out to the best of my ability. Obviously, we got Reaper Golden Freddy, Reaper Mangle. And now we got the Corrupteds. There's the Z I'm talking about. Those were the Z's I talked about earlier. We've got the Corrupteds, who are not real characters. Only fan-made, but Corrupted Bonnie, Corrupted Chica, Corrupted Freddy, Corrupted Blooming, Corrupted Puppet, Corrupted Foxy, Corrupted Springtrap, Corrupted Golden Freddy, Demited, hey look, another Z, Demited Foxy, Demited Chica, Demited Freddy, and Demited Bonnie. Y'all knows a couple random drawings. I don't give a shit what you think about them. YouTube shouldn't take down my video because I am sure I did cuss a little bit, but they don't really care as long as it's like later in the video. Shadow Bonnie, Wizard Bonbon, Shadow Freddy, Party Hard Mode Freddy, Freddy Frostbear. Let me make sure I still got plenty of time. Yes, I do. Captain Foxy, Mangle without any of their actual parts, Big Bad Foxy, Magician Mangle. Go ahead and think what you want. Obviously, we got Nightmare Funtime Freddy, Arctic Blora, a Dead Funtime Foxy, Serpent Mangle, Jacko Springtrap, Flaming Springtrap, Toxic Springtrap, FNAF Plus Bonnie, VR Toy Freddy, and we got the Golden Gang, chat. The Golden Gang. Obviously, we got the Shadow Gang. And now we got the Golden Gang. Obviously, I've said these characters so many times, just put Golden in front of them. So yeah, we're back to the start of the video, but if I scroll up and do this, we get to Security Breach. Gregory's the only human I've ever drawn. Also, we got Glamrock Freddy, Gregory, Monty, Shattered Monty, Glamrock Chica, and Shattered Chica. Roxy, aka Roxanne Wolf, and her shattered version. These are obviously Glamrock Bonnie isn't a real character, unfortunately, until the game. This was the original model, which I personally love more than the actual true one. This was him complete, and this is him shattered. Glitch Trap and Vanny with Burn Trap, aka Grandpa Willie. That's what me and my friends call him, is Grandpa Willie. Obviously, Moon and Sun, who, again, don't know if you knew this, but his hands are different colors, according to how I drew it. Endo, my hand started cramping, so I just quickly and lazily did the last leg. Obviously, Glamrock Mangle, who again isn't a real character, but I don't care. Obviously, this is her fixed and her shattered or ruined. Her neck in the original only had a yellow-green wire. I added the blue and red one. Honestly, more aesthetical. I don't think I ever remade the Blob, aka Tangle. I just call it the Blob. Glamrock Foxy's, again, not real character. These Glamrocks, not real characters. These two, though, we can thank Dom Studio for them existing. Stop going big, Arrow. But yeah, the baby and blow up, we can thank Dom Studio for them existing. I think also the Toy Bonnie. We got Puppet and Toy Freddy, who is no longer fat. He's actually buff. Emo Balloon Boy, aka Glamrock BB. These guys are the... So we got Slasher Freddy, Slasher Fredbear, Slasher Bonnie, Slasher Chica, Slasher Foxy, and Slasher Puppet. And now we got... This is the revamp of Sinister Turmoil, when they were going to originally make it before it got canceled. This is Sinister Freddy, his full body. I wasn't able to get a full body of Sinister Bonnie and Foxy until later, so that, unfortunately, is sad. Obviously, Sinister Chica and our Cupcake. This is her full body. Sinister Foxy didn't get a full body until later. Sinister Fredbear, Prototype Freddy. I don't think I think I fully drew all of their prototypes, but that wasn't until later. Oh, except for Freddy. I drew his twice. Prototype Bonnie, Chica, and Mangle. Prototype Chica, even with her beak, still had the eyes, but I got rid of the eyes because honestly, it looks better without the eyes. Prototype BB. Now we go back to the original OG Sinister Turmoil with... Get out of here. Sinister Bonnie, who I didn't... Again, at the time, I didn't draw what I couldn't see because of shadows. Sinister Bonnie, Sinister Freddy, Sinister Popkill, Sinister Fredbear, Sinister Creature, Sinister Pit Bonnie, Sinister Foxy, Sinister Chica, Sinister Ignited Chica, and Sinister Purple Guy. And now we leave FNAF for a bit. We now have Rainbow Friends with blue, green, orange. No, he's not flipping you off. Don't worry, green's not flipping you off. Purple, who I haven't gotten a full body of, but I'm waiting to see the canonical full body of him. Even though I'm pretty sure it's what everyone says he looks like. Red, aka the Scientist. Pink, who was originally going to be a canon character in Night 4, but ultimately got scrapped. But if you can somehow glitch outside the map or see outside the map, you can see Pink. Her original mechanic is that she was blind like Green, but she could, if I remember reading the wiki correctly, because it was like 3 years ago, she had the ability to walk through walls. This was the OG Yellow, which was also going to be a planned character, but ultimately got canceled. Chapter 2 only gave us 2 new characters, with Yellow and Cyan. This is all of them together. And now we go into the Poppy Playtime. You will see multiple times like Braun, PJ Pugapillar, Huggy Wuggy, Mommy Longlegs. You just see a bunch of these characters, a bunch. Obviously, Huggy Wuggy. There is going to be a Kissy Missy later on, their official model, but at the time I didn't draw that. Which, if y'all didn't know, in Chapter 2, if you can, like, if you use a mod to open her mouth, Kissy Missy's, she has the same teeth as Huggy. Which makes sense, because it's literally just a bright-colored model. Also got Huggy Muggy, Mommy Longlegs, Peaceful and Hostile. I haven't been able to draw the prototype, unfortunately, and probably never will, because again, this is literally my last day with the iPad. Still recording? Yes, we are. We also got Boxy Boo, the Mini Huggies, PJ Pugapillar, Hostile, Braun. The prototype's hand only. Again, unfortunately, won't ever be able to get to draw the full prototype unless I download Notability onto my phone where I save this document. And obviously stuff like that. The player model, the Boogiebot, Candy Cat, Cat Bee, Baby Longlegs, Bunzo, Daisy, Poppy, Doors, which I have never beaten. I made it to 100 before and died, unfortunately. Recently, I was playing with my cousin for the first time, playing Doors for the first time in a while. Made an elevator for me and him to play on. It somehow sent me to floor 2 without me ever beating door 1. I think it was just a glitch, but I don't know. Obviously, we got Figure, Rush, Ambush, Seek, Halt, Eyes, Screech, Dupe, Glitch, Jack, Hide, Timothy, aka Tamothy, as my friends call him, Window, aka Sally, Shadow, Jeff, El Goblino, excuse me, Bob, A60, A120, and A90. Now we go back to FNAF. Full brightness, Shattered Freddy, Ruined Freddy. This is him later in the game, canonically. The canonical Bonnie. Glamrock Bonnie. Ruined Chica. Ruined Monty. Ruined Roxy. Ruined Roxy if you're wearing the mask. The Vanny mask. Eclipse. We have Catnap. Hellish Catnap. Or no, not Hellish. That's Garden Man. Nightmare Catnap. His plush and art. We also got Dog Day. His plush and art. Bobby Bear Hug plush art and her failed full body experiment. Also, we got Hoppy Hopscotch and her art. Crafty Corn plush and her art. Picky Piggy and her art, which are in 2 different colors, I know. Bubba Fit in there in his plush and art. Chicken Chicken his plush and his art. The Run plushes. That's full brightness for y'all. Obviously, we got Mistalight, Nightmare Huggy Wuggy, Kissy Missy. At the time, I gave up drawing Fur. Boogiebot, Candy Cat, Braun, Provoked and Hostile, Mommy Longlegs, Bunzo, Hostile and Dead. The Mini Huggies, Hostile, PJ Peaceful, PJ Dead, Boxy Boo. There, actually, so you can get a better look. There we go. These were failed toys like Sir Pooped a Lot, Kick Me Paw, Own the Oven, Pet Rock. I don't know how that failed. It's basically Snoop Dogg if he was a toy. Bear of Huggy, Surprise Hair, Love Poodle, I think it's called, Barry, Daddy Longlegs. A lot of people hate Garten of Banban. I personally love the series. We got Jumbo Josh, Appeal Bird. We got the Notified Appeal Bird. Banban, Hellish Banban. Banban, Hellish Banban, and Injured Banban. I haven't drawn as Hellish Injured. Bambolina, Hostile, Notified Bambolina, Hostile. Nabbit, Hellish Nabbit. Nabnalina, Notified Nabnalina, Captain Fiddles, Stinger Flynn, Slow Celine, Sheriff Toadster, a naughty one. Queen Mountain Celia is my favorite character in Garten of Banban. Nothing's changing that. This is her. Appeal Chick and Tartar Chick. Hellish, Tartarbird. Not Tartarbird. Hellish Little Beak. Tartarbird, Broken Neck Tartarbird. Notified Tartarbird. These are just some jesters that failed. I remember one of these right here, Dak Blake voiced. I forget which one though. If he sees this video, he'll obviously know. We got Zolphius. Here we got the Givanium infants. The Nanny, Citizen, which Fusion actually voiced one of them. Was the one that owns the theater. The Givanium Baby, Flumbo, Tomataki and Chamataki, Notified Tomataki and Chamataki. We obviously got... Oh, hang on, I'm stretching. We obviously have a Bittergiggle, Notified Bittergiggle, Hellish Notified Bittergiggle, Syringeon, Kittysaurus, Notified Kittysaurus, Sir Dadadoo. Screw you. You need to die, Sir Dadadoo. Seriously. Brashtasha and a Mr. Kebab Bam. And now we go into Indigo Park. Also, we got Rambly Raccoon, Molly Macaw, Art, her actual in-game character. Finley, Art, Finley, Chapter 1 model, Lloyd in-game, Salomon. We go back to doors with Snare, Dread, Original Gloombat Eggs, Lookman, Haste. Super hard mode with Jeff, Subspace Trip Mine, Greed, Evil Key, Banana, C driving his whip, or weird version of Jack. Noob figure, Reesh. This is retro mode now. We got Rosh, Bush, Scrotch, Ease, Sequel. Anything past Sequel? No, there's not. Draco Bloxer's figure, updated hide, and now we go into... Now these aren't no longer retro mode. Blitz Rebound, Hide, Damn Seek, DAM, Damn. Seek Worm, Seek Hands, Dupe, Jeff, Bob, Minor Bob, Snare, Gloombat, a Giggle, Grumble, Queen Grumble, Jeff, Old Timothy, Gloombat, the Queen Grumble again, Damn Seek again, Seek Hand, Seek Worm, Seek Creature, Seek Eye. These were Ambush's original models before they ultimately chose the final one. We got Curious Light. Come on, load, jeez. Dupe again. Elgablino's old model, Eyes old model, Figures old model, Figures older model, Figures oldest model. guiding light, old halt, and an updated drawing. I did do some Nautica for a little bit. Jeez, load! I unfortunately didn't have time to study shit. Oh well. Old version of Jack, old version of Seek. I forget these creatures' names besides Bone Shark. Obviously, we got Mischievous Light if it'll ever load. It did. Obviously, we got the Nightmare Critters. Starting after Curious Head, we got Baba Chops, Icky Bicky, Alistair Gator, Rabby Baby, Simon Smoke, Poe, Thule, and then Maggie Mako. Obviously, we got Mr. Light, Bob, Dupe again, El Goblino, Jeff and his shop. Just a minecart with the player model inside. Seek Hand, Seek Worm, Seek Creature, Seek Eye, Timothy again. We are approaching the end. We got Sally, aka Window, Frisk, Flowey, Toriel, Sans having a bad time, Papyrus, and Undyne. And now we go to my final drawings, and will probably be forever the finals unless drawings. Sinister Bonnie, Sinister Foxy, I forget this version of Puppet, Sinister Mangle, wait no, I mean Prototype Foxy, aka I just call Sinister Mangle, Prototype Bonnie and Prototype Chica, which I just call Prototype, what did it call Sinister Toy Bonnie and Sinister Toy Chica, Sinister Bloom Boy, Springtrap, FNAF 1 Endo, FNAF 2 Endo, which I am very proud of. Nightmare Endo, specifically Nightmare Fredbear, the Mimic and Secrets of the Mimic, and the Security Breach Ruin Mimic, MXCS, and my ultimate final drawing was DJ Music Man. That is 7 years of drawing. Now, okay, that's, let's do that. Thank you for watching this video. Again, if you could somehow get YouTubers like, Rich Lev, Fusion Z Gamer, Think Noodles, Dark Corners, Kindly Kian, Dak Blake, just any YouTuber you want to react to this video, I'd greatly appreciate that. And, because I'm losing this iPad today, there is a chance that I won't be able to make a long-form video for like another year or two. I'll still make shorts, like maybe once or twice a month. I'm going to attempt to do weekly YouTube posts and stuff. I am thinking about downloading a screen recorder onto my phone because I don't own an iPhone. And stuff, so, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and, consider liking and subscribing. Like I said, this will probably be it'll probably most likely be another year or two until I can make another long-form video, unless I download a screen recording app. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll see ya next time with either shorts or another long form. See ya.